Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm aware that my past videos have been kind of on the more serious side, and today I thought I'd just bring a joke story, just something that happened to me in real life. I thought this was kind of funny. So just to give a little context here, this was recorded when I was in a call with my friend Epic Man Sam, and I wasn't planning on this being a video. Originally it was just going to be an interview for his channel, and I wasn't even recording it because I wasn't going to upload it. And I thought that it was made funnier by the fact that there was someone reacting to it. So, yeah, here we go.
Anyway, I was gonna tell a story about Technoblade.
Continue.
He didn't even have like 100K. It was like 2015, like his old Skywars videos. Like I watched him before he had YouTube Ring, but it was a Skywars video, probably one of the first Skywars videos that he ever made. And he'll like talk about school and stuff, like and it was really entertaining. They were great videos. Like he'd just like play Skywars and talk about school. But I remember watching one of his videos, and he was talking about like doing a timed writing or like some sort of like essay or standardized test where someone has to grade it later. And he was saying like it would be hilarious like if I wrote this essay and like if you cross things out they can't grade it, so you can abuse that and you can be like writing a perfectly normal like analysis of something and then randomly mid sentence like I'm a potato and then cross it out and then just keep writing it. Oh my
gosh.
Like I'm a potato. And I literally laughed about that so hard. Like that was the funniest thing ever. I was like
what
15.
The heck?
Yeah. I was in my US history class and we got this essay back. Well, we had to write an essay. But
oh gosh,
no,
I'm
I
scared
didn't.
now.
I didn't do it. I saw. Well, I'm not done with the story, but like I thought about it, and I just like see this essay, and I'm like writing the essay, and then I just like remember this video that I saw 2 months ago, and I'm just like sitting there like
the crackling up,
and it's like in the middle of this essay, the room is just dead silent, and people
and
like
just
all you
look
can hear
at
is just,
you.
like, occasionally someone drops their pencil or whatever, but it's like I'm just like sitting there like snickering in the back. Like people kind of turn and look at me like, what? And then I'm just like crying so hard. Like, what if I just wrote I'm a potato and crossed it out? And I just thought it was funny. But I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth it. But every time I wrote an essay after that, I just think about I'm a potato. And it was like the next school year. Like I was a sophomore in high school then. I'm a junior. It's the beginning of the year. I get this Scarlet Letter essay. We have to analyze the Scarlet Letter. It's like book report essay. And it's a time writing. We have like 45 minutes to write this essay. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like still like you remember the guy next to me, like he turns, he just gives me like the strangest look ever.
Oh my
He's like, what are you doing?
Are you okay?
Like, are you like is there a joke in this that like I'm missing or something? Like this is Scarlet Letter. It's like a really boring book. I'm sorry to anyone who's watching the video and they like enjoyed that book. It's a horrible book. It's like the worst. It's awful. Like don't.
But that's my new title. Lighthead roasts the Scarlet Letter.
Like if you enjoyed it, like I don't know how like anyone could possibly enjoy that book. I know someone who enjoyed it. I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know how she enjoyed it. Like she somehow just like liked that book. I don't know how, but it's
they just value different things.
This
than
man,
we do.
Nathaniel Hawthorne. Oh my! It's a simple sentence, but he just makes it complicated for no reason. He just like let's extend like the simplest idea. Let's extend it out into like 4 paragraphs because I'm getting paid 2 cents per word. And if I like elaborate on what I said, like this is like a short story that someone came back and they're like, let's replace all of these words with the definition of the word. And then once we're done, let's take the words within those words and replace them with their definitions because everyone's going to understand what I'm saying. And I'll also get paid more. But anyway, that's not even relevant to the story. But, I'm just,
great content, man.
I was like writing this essay, like analyzing this stupid book. Everyone hates it, and then I'm just like there laughing. What? Are you okay? So finally, I'm just like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing this. So I'm like mid sentence. It's like Nathaniel Hawthorne uses the poetic device of "I'm a potato" cross out of parallelism in the syntax in order to represent the ideal that blah blah blah. And it's like I'm sitting there, I'm like trying so hard not to laugh, and there's like tears in my eyes. Like I'm just like
oh my gosh, I could not have like restrained myself if I did that. I'm like, can I leave?
like
That's funny. So what happened?
So I turn it in, and I get the paper back, and I got an 80 on it, but it wasn't because of that. It was just
wasn't
like
because,
I
yeah.
got an 80
Just
on
in
the paper.
general.
She ignored it. Like there's I'm a potato in my essay, crossed out. She just like didn't notice it at all. She ignored it. She wrote comments on my essay. Fast forward to May, we get all of our essays back from the year. And
Oh
then
gosh.
I'm like looking through it, like I completely forgot that this happened. And
And
I'm
it
just
shows
kind of I'm just reading my essay, like, oh, this is my first essay, like from the beginning of the year. Like, I don't even remember writing this. And then I like read it, I'm a potato, crossed out, like and I just like couldn't hold it in that time. Like
Oh,
just sitting there like like I just
oh my
laughed so hard.
gosh.
And like everyone looks and they like everyone sees me, like the teacher sees like okay, like James, what are you laughing at? So I got to explain to the entire class
Why you
that
did that?
like Miss Edsel, did you read my
Mhm.
essay? And then she hadn't. She doesn't read it if it's crossed
She
out.
just goes over the
Yeah,
error. She doesn't like
ignores
read
it
the
'cause,
entire thing.
yeah, you don't read it if
Yeah.
it's crossed out. It's like, oh, they messed up. Like, I'm not going to read the message. Just like keep going because she has to grade like 200 papers. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But it's like she hadn't even read it, and she asked like, okay, like, what's your deal? Like, you like what happened? Like, and I just like I'm just like, oh, like I'm just sitting there, and I just like explain like. I didn't say anything about Technoblade, but I just said like,
You just said
oh,
somebody
you know,
else.
I just thought it would be really funny if I just wrote I'm a potato and crossed it out. Everyone like, you know, some people like kind of laughed, but it was just me just sitting there like dying.
Because it's like a personal joke, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's like a joke that's like between myself
Inside
and
joke.
Technoblade. But
And,
Technoblade doesn't even know that. He probably doesn't even remember saying that in that video.
It probably doesn't.
I completely derailed the class, and we talk about potatoes for like 5 minutes, and then
What?
well, we don't, you know, like I told the story, like, oh, like I
Yeah.
wrote this, like, but you didn't see it, but I just thought it was really funny. Like everyone like didn't really think it was funny, but they thought it was like really funny that I thought it was funny, so everyone was
Mhm.
laughing.
Oh
So
my god.
finally, we get back on track. But then I'm just like sitting there and I can't stop thinking about like I'm a potato crossed out. It's not even that funny anymore, but I'm just still there and I start laughing again. And like the teacher's just like talking, it's like 40 minutes later, like in a mid lecture, talking about like, oh, during the AP test, there's going to be 2 parts. James, what are you laughing at? And I'm just like sitting there, like just like crying, like, oh, like I'm sorry, like you already know, you already know what I'm laughing
Oh
at.
my god.
Just like okay, and she continues. Even like 3 weeks after that, I remember I was sitting in that class. It was like almost the last day of class, and I was just sitting there, and like I don't know why I stayed late. I just took a long time packing up my stuff. Like I stayed late, and there was just like me and this girl in the class, and like I'd never even talked to her like at all throughout the entire year. She just kind of sat there, but she just kind of looks at me and like smiles and says like there had been an essay that day, and she says like, so James, did you feel like a potato during the essay? And I look up. And I don't even know what she's talking about because I forgot about it.
You forget.
I was
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
what? It's like, oh, yeah. And then she leaves. Yeah, that's
funny.
yeah, Technoblade inspired me.
Technoblade's influence on everyone.
Yeah, he influenced me to do something really dumb. And
Honestly, imagine what other things he could have influenced people to do. It's probably
honestly,
way worse.
Yeah, probably. Like I've probably influenced people to do things. Maybe like I don't know. Like I told my story about like this is a video from like 2 years ago about the Homework Destruction Club where I'd like wad up. Yeah, it's one of my. It's a video on my channel.
That should not be a video.
Yeah, but I wonder if I like inspired some kids to like freeze their homework in the refrigerator and like clog the toilet, flushing it down the toilet. Like
you probably have.
I
Who
wonder
knows?
if someone actually did that because I just told this to like, you know, someone probably did that, and they probably like they got grounded. Like, why'd you like son? Why did you do this? It's like,
son,
oh, like,
what are you doing?
Dad, this YouTuber.
I'm just trying to be like him.
My parents thought it was funny that I did that because I did it to like the school toilets. Like I clogged the toilet. Like my parents thought it was funny, and I was in 4th grade at the time, by the way. So
okay, yeah.
I was a little kid. But you know, I wonder if I've like given some children some like, you know, naughty ideas from stuff like that, like
most
stuff
likely.
I don't even know, like stuff I don't even think of, like I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's all I have to say on that subject.
All right, hopefully everyone enjoyed the video. So until next time, follow your dreams.